Yeah, first I'm with Mike Miltimore, the CEO at Riversong Guitar. So, well, thank you for joining me. First of all, I appreciate that. During these tough times, tell me how it is for you as a manufacturer. I mean, how are you getting by? I mean, what are you doing?
It's we're pretty much in shutdown right now. A bit of a silver lining is we're planning a move this month. So we're moving our factory into a new building, a new location that we're really excited about. So we were planning on having a bit of a slowdown, although it was rushed a little bit. But it's not easy as a manufacturer right now. It's people are afraid to come in because they don't want to get sick. We're building guitars, so you're side by side people all the time. It's a social thing, building
Yes.
guitars. So it's really difficult to manufacture at full capacity.
Yeah, and how about the relationship with the retailers also? I mean, it's got to be. I know you have to tell me about Canada, but a lot of them are closed here. So in the United States. So how is that going for you? If they're, are they able to sell online, or is it still tough for you to, you know?
Well, a lot of our dealers are closed down or shut down. They might be doing curbside sales,
Mhm.
might be doing by appointment only, that kind of a thing. Certainly, there's no new large orders coming in. uh, I,
Right.
I think right now everybody is just trying to hold their breath, figure out what's happening until we hit the top of this peak, and then decide where do we go from here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe we should, discuss about that in the future. First, give me a perspective on Canada. I guess because you're in British Columbia.
Mhm.
I think the last numbers I saw are you have about 10,000 cases in the country or so, maybe a little bit over that. But obviously, compared to the United States, it's a small number. It's obviously horrible still, but it's a small number.
Yeah.
So what's going on there, and what's happening with, your economic situation, and give us a little bit of landscape on what your feeling is in Canada. Is it the same fear? I mean, that we have going on here?
I think it's the same. We're a bit of a unique animal in terms of we're a manufacturer, but we started off as a retailer. We still have our family music store. We still have our audiovisual company. And the, au- the audiovisual industry, I think, was one of the first hit. It was like somebody just went, week, week, week. And within 18 hours, we had lost like $100,000 worth of gigs, and then the next day was pretty much obliterated everything off of our calendar. So we're in an industry that's all about having gatherings of people. So it's that's pretty bleak when you have your revenue turned completely off. In Canada, there's a lot less people, a lot less density, I think, than in the United States. What is it? California has more people in it than Canada does for the whole.
Yeah, I think California has about 40 million people.
Yeah, I think we're like
Canada's
30
less than
million.
that.
Yeah, yeah. And where I'm from, Kamloops is an inland desert outside of Vancouver, and it's very sparse. There's not a lot around us. Not a lot, like Kamloops is one of the larger cities in the interior, and there's about 90,000 people here, and it's known as one of the largest in expanse cities. So we got a lot of space here, and the government's really put us on isolation. On some provinces are on total lockdown. Um, we're still able to run business and do some things, come into the office, but right now it's basically just my family that's coming in here, um, and doing anything. So it's economically there's nothing really going on. There's some online sales, but not enough to sustain. Our government stepped in though. They're doing a 75% wage subsidy. If you've lost more than 30% of your gross sales, they'll subsidize your wages, your staff wages, 75%. So not everybody's going on EI. So we're hopeful that we'll be able to start bringing back some of those people that we had to lay off to come back and actually either work in the shop or work from home. So
Right.
it's what are they going to do at home? I'm not 100% sure. Send them some wood to sand without the machinery. I don't know.
Well, the
But
one
number one
positive
thing,
is oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to say the one positive is, at least with your space, is that for the health reasons, the economic is bad, but for the health reasons, you could definitely social distance and things of that sort, which a little bit easier than we can. So that's certainly a plus. So I mean, the health comes first, even before the economic.
we used to say family comes first. With everybody, we consider everybody in our factory and our music store and stuff a family, but your other family also comes first. But now it's health comes first. uh,
Both.
my hands have never been drier. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to develop weird cracks on them from all
Yeah,
the.
I don't know if anyone could see it here. I'm gonna put up my hand. I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's too big. There's a
Oh,
big
I can
crack
see
you
it.
might be seeing right there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I guess I'm not alone. I was concerned about that. I'm like, why is that happening? But yeah, I think it's from washing your hands too much.
Hey, when I get home, my wife sprays me down with Lysol. I feel like it's like full fumigation.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, I guess lastly, looking forward, I'm assuming at some point we'll get past this. I don't know when, but at some point. So are you confident that we'll see, a nice economic recovery when we do move beyond this health crisis?
Well, one thing that I know from the past, from having our family music store for so long, in hard times, people turn to music. It's one of the cheapest forms of entertainment. You go out and you buy an inexpensive guitar that can entertain you and your friends and family for a long time. My guitar is my best friend at home. Sorry, my wife is my best friend. My second best friend is my guitar.
Yeah, you got to correct that statement.
So I know that music changes people's lives, whether it's playing, listening to. So maybe when we come back, I think we're all going to be hurt a little bit economically. We're all going to be, maybe we're not going to go out as much as we did before, or a little apprehensive. But I think the music industry, my Facebook feed is full of people playing guitar, good and bad. And my message throughout this is, you know what, if you need to social distance, you need to take some time on your own. Why not learn guitar? Why not learn an instrument? So if you look at my Facebook feed, you'll see it's hashtag play guitar everywhere, almost nauseating so much. But I really think that that this could be a good opportunity for the music industry, even though it's a horrible thing that's happening. More guitars are being played right now than I think ever have been before.
Yeah, no doubt. I think certainly people are playing at home. I mean, it's a good thing. I mean, I know I was saying on one of these other interviews, another person I interviewed here on Zoom is, you can only watch Netflix for so long. I mean, you got to want to do something else when you're at home all this time. So music is a really good option you can take advantage of. So.
Absolutely, and it's soothing too, right?
Yeah.
Do you play guitar, Brian?
Not well, so not really.
Not
I
yet.
was more of a DJ and drummer a little bit, but really.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were a drummer. I could talk a lot slower for you if you'd like.
Yeah, I like that shit.
Actually, I'm a lead drummer in an 80s rock band that plays 90s music. So I feel I can do a few drummer jokes.
I like that. Hey, we need humor right now, and yeah, you're right. Look, it's a good way to, if you're feeling stressed, it's a good way. Look, alcohol is not always the right answer. So music is a good way to relieve some stress and not think about, what you're doing. I mean, I notice when I'm working, I'm not thinking about watching the news. I mean, and that's, which is when it's so sad and depressing for me. So if you don't have to do that, and you find something else, then it's great. Music is a great option. I mean, there's no question.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Mike. I really appreciate your help, and stay safe first of all, and then I hope the economy comes back. Let's hope we can move past this and talk about better things.
We used to talk about the bad times of the tariffs and the CITES and the economic situation before, but I'd like to go back to those times. They were the good old times.
I know you're right when I'm thinking about it. The people said how bad the tariffs were, and then it's like, and this is like 1,000 times worse than a tariff.
Oh,
It's amazing, you know. I mean, nobody cares about tariffs anymore. You know, after you say it's right. It's sad to say, but yeah, oh well. You know, we work hard. We'll get through it. We listen to what they tell us. You know, hopefully,
yep.
let's stay healthy and safe.
Wash your hands, social distancing, play guitar, and watch crazy shows about tiger guys.
Yeah, I know. The Tiger King on Netflix. Exactly. I was going to put that in my next editorial. I think that's going to be in there. So
He's a guitar player.
yeah, he's an interesting guy. Let's just say at the least. So it is entertaining me. So,
yeah.
there's no doubt at night. So all right, thank you. Let me appreciate your help.
All right, you're welcome.